We'll play a 1-2 down there. It's going to go all the way out to the right side. It's well touched by João Cancelo. Brings it down. Just goes back to Arejo. Arejo into Renato Veiga. There is Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto will just force it up. There is Chancel Mbemba. Mbemba's turn just to launch it up. It's just cut out by Renato Veiga. And we'll go out for a throw. So all the way out on the right side now with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but it's cheaply given away. It's just going to be cleared away by Axel Tuanzebe. Comes all the way back to Arejo now. Arejo into Vitinha. Vitinha out to the left side. Now it's with Pedro Neto. Neto into Nuno Mendes. Just goes back into his teammate of Paris Saint-Germain. Vitinha moving the ball well at the moment on Martinez's side. Just going to be sent over to the right flank. Well touched down by João Cancelo. Fires it across the 6-yard box, but it's West Ham United's Aaron Wan-Bissaka is able to clear. Comes back into Vitinha. There's with Pedro Neto. Left-footed cross. It's well headed. And it's the opening game of the tournament for Portugal. And the opening goal comes from João Neves. Portugal's teenage sensation just headed it into the back of the net as it floated in. And João Neves, who isn't well known for his goal-scoring exploits, but on that occasion, he has put it away like he's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's his first goal for his international side since November of 2025 when he scored in the 9-1 victory against Armenia. But it's a superb cross into the box by Pedro Neto, and João Neves has just prodded it into the bottom corner. The goalkeeper, Lionel Mpasu, is basically just a bystander as he watches it pass him. And João Neves, the 21-year-old, 6 minutes on the clock, he gives Portugal the lead. And it's an absolute nightmare start for the Democratic Republic of Congo. And João Neves is the man who just powered it home. And Congo, who haven't even got into Portugal's half yet, it looks like it might be a long day for them. Ball comes into Johan Visser. Visser's able to turn. Goes out to the right flank to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who tries to play it inside. Comes all the way back into Muchasami. Muchasami will just play it out to the left side. Touchdown by Arthur Masuaku. Masuaku will cross it in and goes off João Cancelo, and then will just bounce back off the fullback as Sebastian de Sabra. Send out instructions for his team. He's looking smart today in a black suit. He's never lost a game by more than one goal since becoming the Congo manager, as de Sabra. He led Congo to a very strong AFCON 2023 campaign. He's coached in Africa, Europe and Asia. He's known for building organised and defensive teams. Ball comes back to Arejo. If there's a weak spot in this squad, people would say that it comes in the central defensive positions, especially with Ruben Diaz of Manchester City not available. They no longer have the legendary Pepe in their squad, so look at two domestic-based players typically competing for the spot alongside Ruben Diaz. But actually today, Renato Veiga, formerly of Chelsea, currently at Spanish side Villarreal, is partnering Thomas Arejo of Benfica. Just a bit of a statement to the Sporting Lisbon central defender Gonçalo Inácio, who typically was Ruben Diaz's partner. Now looks like he's the fourth choice. Roberto Martinez will be hoping that Diaz returns to full fitness later on in the tournament, because he's one of the best central defenders in the world, but at the moment they've not had to defend once. As it is João Neves on the ball. Just goes back into Renato Veiga. Goes all the way up towards Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes just being tackled by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The offside flag actually goes up, so Gianni Infantino watches on. VIP seats. So the free kick just goes inside towards the goalkeeper in all grey, Lionel Passy. Passy will give it to Arthur Masuaku. Masuaku inside towards Tuanzebe. And Capaldi will just go back to his goalkeeper. Just going to launch it up all the way. It's going to be headed by Nuno Mendes. Now it's Johan Visser out on the right side. He's got support of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Will swing across in. Just going to be headed by the fullback of Portugal. Cancelo comes out to Visser though. It's not far off. The goalkeeper, Diogo Costa, was certainly worried, and those Congo supporters certainly enjoyed what they saw there. Johan Visser, a left-footed strike at goal. It was not far off at all. If anything, his touch to the left side was just a little bit outside of his body, and he's ended up dragging it wide of goal, but he won't be able to believe it. 10 minutes on the clock, but being thoroughly entertained at the moment. And I'll tell you what, the World Cup so far has brought us so many good games. So here it is with Vitinha. Vitinha on it. Vitinha will just play a 1-2 with Nuno Mendes. Mendes back to Arejo. Arejo will just play it into João Neves, the goal scorer for Portugal. Plays it out to the left side with Nuno Mendes now. Inside to Renato Veiga. Veiga out to the right side. Comes into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva on the ball. Back to Renato Veiga. Now it's with the number 23, Vitinha. Back to number 13, Renato Veiga. Veiga on the ball. Just on the right side now, and then comes inside to Bernardo Silva. It's a loose touch taken by him, and he commits the foul, and it's an early booking actually. A little bit surprised, in fact, to see the referee go straight to his pocket. Cristiano Ronaldo is arguing with Abdulrahman Ibrahim Al-Jassim, and it actually looked like he was about to book Cristiano Ronaldo before I think he realised that Ronaldo was the captain, so he is entitled to speak to him. So Bernardo Silva does get the ball, but then the contact, he studs on the ankle of number 25, Edo Kayembe. I don't think Bernardo Silva can really complain about it, to be honest. Edo Kayembe is, but it is the first yellow card of the game. Abdulrahman Ibrahim Al-Jassim. He's from Qatar. Refereed 2 games at a World Cup before in his home country of Qatar. Ball comes inside. Oh, that's fantastic footwork. It's now going to be a shot from distance. It's going to be blocked off by Thomas Arejo, but it was Cedric Bakambu coming forward, persevering, got his shot away. Well blocked off and has gone out for a corner, but it could be a good opportunity for Sebastian de Sabra's team to put some of their big men forward. When you play a back 5, it means you've got 5 defenders who are typically your tallest players in your team, especially if you're a central defender, of which they've got 3 on the pitch. And in fact, Chancellor Mbemba, Axel Tuanzebe and Steve Capaldi all make their way forward. Zonal marking from Portugal. Arthur Masuaku just slips over the microphone before composing himself for this delivery. He actually plays it short to Visser. one they've clearly worked on the training ground, but it didn't come off, and now Bernardo Silva will come forward. But that's incredible defending by Johan Visser, getting back in and making a great challenge. Pedro Neto felt he was fouled off the ball. Referee hasn't seen it. Matasami will give it to Arthur Masuaku. Masuaku back. It's a poor cross in, and looks like Portugal are going to be able to deal with it. And turns out that one of the players in blue had gone a little bit too early. Really good determination by Johan Visser to get back in, as Roberto Martinez is barking instructions out to his team. An accomplished and an experienced international manager, of course, spent many years with the Belgium national team. Many saying that he almost wasted the golden generation of the Belgian national team, and that he was undeserving of the Portugal role, but he seemed to silence those critics when they ended up winning the UEFA Nations League, the latest iteration of the UEFA Nations League, beating Spain on penalties. Comes into Vitinha now. Vitinha will just give it to Thomas Orejo. Orejo out to Renato Veiga. Veiga will just give it to Nuno Mendes. Play a quick 1-2 now. Portugal did secure their 9th World Cup appearance and their 7th in a row with what was relatively ease, even if a home draw against Hungary in October and a defeat in Ireland in November delayed the celebrations until the final match day. And in that final game, Roberto Martinez's side, who were without Cristiano Ronaldo, who'd been sent off in Dublin, thrashed Armenia by 9-1. And variety is clearly the key quality here. Here Martinez capitalises on the tactical versatility of his squad. João Neves and Mateus Nunes can operate as fullback. Same match, of course. Diogo Dalot both play comfortably on either flank, and Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva constantly rotate roles. And despite this fluidity, the coach's selections remain stable. The starting 11 has at least 7 untouchable spots. The spine is well defined, led by figures such as the goalkeeper, Diogo Costa, Ruben Diaz, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva and Cristiano Ronaldo, with Nuno Mendes and Vitinha also serving as undisputed starters. The head coach clearly wants his players to give everything and bring the values of the Portuguese people to the pitch. But the ball goes in behind for Nuno Mendes, who's rampaging forward. Well done to the goalkeeper, Lionel, and Passi comes out and does well, and then it's fired in by Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bernardo Silva who's just chucking every limb at the ball at the far post to try and convert it in. To the back of the net, but it runs out. Mendes coming forward, and it was Lionel Mpassi who came out and just got 2 paws on. Wan-Bissaka did really, really well with the recovery tackle. Ball goes back to top, and it's a poor pass actually. It's going to run all the way out for a throw. So throw to be taken on the right side by ball comes all the way back to the central defender, Thomas Orejo. Mendes out to the left flank. Pedro Neto. Now it's on this right side. João Cancelo. Just play it into Thomas Argentina. Now Neves on the ball. Inside the D. Looking around. Ronaldo back. Into Renato Vega now. Out to the right side. Comes into has made the forward run, but the captain for Congo, Chancel Mbembe, goes back to the goalkeeper Lionel Mpassi. Was under a little bit of pressure. That's with Mutasami. Mutasami will clip it forward, and Renato that's into Vitinha in the middle. Go all the way out to the left side now with Nuno Mendes. Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes on the ball. A lot of leaders in this team. The midfielder, Vitinha. Vitinha will just play one. Two with Cristiano Ronaldo. Cross to Thomas Orejo. For his country. It's back into Renato Vega. They're just slowing it down now. Bad thing. It's into Vitinha. Controversial hydration break. Now it's Orejo. Orejo to Vitinha. Nets. They're allowing Portugal just to play in front of them. You can appreciate that they've got midfield that they're lining up with. It's all the way out to the left side. We get back to Nuno Mendes. 22.5 minutes to the game now. So just keeping the ball really well at the moment are Portugal. For official down there, Qatari official to speak. Now Renato Vega on the ball. He's able to Congo half. Goes out to the left side with Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes tries to give it him. He'll head into that hydration break. So all 22, as we've seen, the managers will try and make some tactical changes and try and... The games here at the World Cup have gone into 4 quarters. Reminder, you can watch this game with your... And a reminder of the big game at 9 o'clock, which we will be bringing you commentary off. England against the Croatia side, who are their 2 most recent editions of the global event. certainly no mugs. It will be a very difficult game for Thomas Tuchel's team, but at the moment, cruise controls. They are 1-0 up. It was the head of João into the box by Pedro Neto, and it was João Neves who just headed in. Get involved. Incredible that he's still playing at 41 years of age. A little bit more, but all the players down there just listening to their managers. Manager is just speaking to his Congo side, passing on instructions as Congo supporters are enjoying. Doesn't seem like there's that much of an intense team talk from Portugal, though. Roberto Marcelo, Nuno Mendes and Bruno Fernandes potentially seeing something that he wants to see out. It's just a sea of red, isn't it? A few people inside the stadium in blue. They're all now gathered around Roberto Martinez as they've been passed on some sort of instructions. Martinez speeds it up. Martinez with the football incredibly well, haven't they? You feel the two teams just seem to slow down towards the end of that hydration break, but you'd hope that now so out on the right side. Just gonna throw it up. Goes back, it's moved Cancelo out on the right side. Cancelo. On the left flank, formerly of West Ham United, of course. Many people seem to think that Portugal are potential winners. Is Neto, he's already got one assist. He fires it across, but in the end it's good defending. Neto. It was a really good ball into him, and it was well. He's now going to be a corner here in the 20. All the way out to the left side now. So Mendes. It's back across. And then it's back inside towards João Cancelo. Cancelo will just play an inside ball. Flank with Nuno Mendes. Decided against trying to run it Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, it's a brilliant ball, by the way, by João Cancelo. Cristiano Ronaldo just didn't read it well. Hasn't really got involved yet. Playing at his sixth World Cup. Unbelievable. Just a little bit ahead of him. So, it's going to be a long ball that goes up. Out. Give it to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes on the ball. Already 2 on the ball now. Goes out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Saka, who will deliver it in. Over. So we switched out to the left flank. A little bit of a moan. Comes all the way back into Axel Tuanzebe of Burnley. Goes out to the right flank. Capaldi will just bring it forward for his team. Goalkeeper in all yellow. Hasn't been challenged just yet. Here is Renato Veiga, and he's under pressure. The free kick. It's a good press though, can't really complain at it. So it's going to be a free kick taken by Diogo Costa. Costa will... It's his yellow card. He looks like he's struggling, is Pedro Neto. Chancellor Mbemba is laughing. It's going to be a yellow card dished out. Mbemba. Let's have a look at this one. It's not much for the ball, and Neto just hasn't jumped with him. He's almost ran into his forearm. See why he's complaining, but he's the second player of the game to go into the referee's book. Yeah, looks like a free kick. Can't really complain at that opportunity with Nuno Mendes. Delivers it in. There is the aforementioned Mbemba, who will just boot it away. KU just comes out to Steve Capaldi. Ball though. Oh, it's taken a little bit of a nick off Thomas Orejo on the way. So it's back with Vitinha. Gives it to his teammate at Paris Saint-Germain. João Neves. Side to Vitinha. All the way out on the left to Nuno Mendes. Veiga on the ball. Of course, T25, which have been recognised by Roberto Martinez since the deaths of the former's name on his squad announcements. Martinez was close. Jose Mourinho reportedly waited in the wings, but winning the Nations League earned him a vote of confidence. Referee Pedro Proença, though he did suffer his first defeat in qualifying phase. Third ever global event appearance, having gone twice with Belgium without much stress. Doesn't mean the cycle with Portugal won't end this summer even without success. On the left side, so for Masawaki will try and get there, and it must have taken about it as the throw's been given to Portugal. Edo Kayembe plays his club football in England with Watford. Sting of the shot was taken out of it, and it hooked its way into the hands of Lionel Mpassi, the 31-year-old shot stopper, who's a curious paradox. A backup goalkeeper to the Ligue 1 club in France, club fighting for survival, yet an undisputed starter and often outstanding for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Balls out on the right side with Araujo. Araujo into Vitinha. Vitinha out to the left side, comes out to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes into João Neves. Good ball forward towards Pedro Neto, but then the touch just goes through to the goalkeeper. It's a real late bloomer, and Mpassi came through at Paris Saint-Germain, but he didn't truly emerge until he played in France's second division with Rodez. French-born, he had to wait until his mid-20s to establish himself as a starter. His defining moment came at the 2024 Africa Cup of Nations when he converted a decisive penalty against Egypt. Smiling as he walked up, a moment that elevated him to cult status among Congolese fans. Like a few dual nationals, he discovered his connection to the country through football and has since become one of its most beloved figures. So interesting stats so far in this game. Portugal with just one shot so far, and that was the goal, of course, one on target, whilst Congo have had 3 shots and 1 on target. Araujo gives it into Bruno Fernandes. Despite all the control that Portugal have had, they have lacked a little bit of an attacking nature. Seem a little bit too chilled out at the moment. Here is Vitinha. Just gives it into João Neves on the ball. Goes out to the left side. Now it's Renato Veiga of Villarreal. Mendes is in behind. There is the left fullback in an attacking position. Left side of the box, tries to cut it back. Congo deal well with it. But now it's Cancelo. Now Chancellor Mbemba gives it away cheaply. Back into Mendes now. Thought about the early cross in. It's actually just going to come short to João Neves. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Back into Neves. Neto now. Portugal once again just decide to recycle the ball. That's back into Neves up against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's back into Bruno Fernandes now with the effort, blocked off by Chancel Mbemba, and it's Yohan Wissa who will come forward out to the left side. Cedric Pekambu holds it up well. Now it's Edo Kayembe. Kayembe on the ball. Just going to slow it down though. Out on the left flanks, the crowd start to boo. Now it's Veiga. Now Bruno Fernandes, and can just slow it down once again, can Portugal. I'd like to see them play at a slightly higher tempo. Cristiano Ronaldo has had next to no service into his feet. Comes on the right side now. It's bounced back to Thomas Araujo. A bad team of Congo. Many people saying that this would be a huge shock, and of course it would, but look at the 11 players that Congo have got. It's certainly on paper, with the amount of players that they've got playing in European leagues, even in the Premier League, it's certainly, for me, a lot stronger than the likes of Qatar, Jordan, Curacao, Iraq on paper. I would argue the expectation from Congo is that they expect to qualify. Even if it's a third place finish, they would expect to beat Uzbekistan and qualify for the knockout stages. Oh, it's Nuno Mendes, goes up. It's going to be dealt well with by Chancel Mbemba. Mbemba to Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe gives it away cheaply. So it's going to be a throw for Portugal as we enter the final 5 minutes of the first half here. The ball goes back to Renato Veiga. Veiga will just play a 1-2 with Vitinha. Vitinha will just play it across. It's going to be clipped out to the right side. Touched down by João Cancelo. Tries to take a pass off of Masuaku, and the assistant referee on the near side spots a foul. South African official, actually, Ambangil Tom. Yeah, João Cancelo just brought down off of Masuaku. Couldn't really complain about that one. So, Lionel Mpassi puts the ball down. Now it's a long ball up. It's going to be Cancelo, plays it inside. Now it's to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes across. Now João Cancelo. Cancelo will play it up. It's into the midfield with Bruno Fernandes. All the way out to the left flank with Nuno Mendes. Now Vitinha. Vitinha into Bernardo Silva. Back to Veiga. Veiga will play it back to Diogo Costa. Cedric Bakambu slides to try and block him. Not a bad ball forward by Costa. Neto will go and chase. Aaron Wan-Bissaka will clear. It'll be brought down by Nuno Mendes, although he takes a heavy touch, and it's going to go out for a throw for Congo, which will be taken by the Spider. The Congolese fans, they felt that the return of him was a decade in the making. Initially called up by the Democratic Republic of Congo at youth level in 2015, while still a winger. At age 17 years old, he experienced a heavy 8-0 defeat against England. That, and the lack of structure at the time, pushed him towards switching allegiance to the country he grew up in, which of course was England. And as his career took off with Crystal Palace and Manchester United, he repeatedly turned down the Congo, hoping for a call from Gareth Southgate, but that never came. With the national project improving here at Congo, and England's depth at right back growing, Wan-Bissaka eventually made the switch. Since earning his first cap in September 2025, his performances have quickly silenced those who once questioned his late commitment. Portugal on the ball. It's out to the left side now. It's inside towards Vitinha. Vitinha with João Cancelo. Cancelo into the right full-back. We'll go all the way back to Diogo Costa of Porto. Costa was born in Switzerland, came through the academy at Porto. He saved 3 penalties in a single shootout against Slovenia at the European Championships in 2024. which is a tournament record, in fact. Here is Vitinha on the ball. So Portugal, just 2 shots in the first half. Certainly hasn't been one for the ages in what has been this last week. Has been entertaining game after entertainment. There hasn't really been much defensive football at all. There's been plenty of goals, plenty to shout about. Portugal with 80% of the ball in this game so far as Bernardo Silva comes forward. Gives it away cheaply. It's back across now, but Vitinha wins the ball back for the Portuguese national team. Gives it into the goal scorer, João Neves. Now it comes up to João Cancelo. Cancelo out to Bernardo Silva. Blocked off, it looked like, but it will just run through to the goalkeeper in all grey, Lionel Mpassi. Will roll it out now to Mutasami. Out on the left side, it's Edo Kayembe. Kayembe into Nagael Makeu as we head into additional time. Be at least 3, I imagine. Well, there has to be at least 3 because there's a 3-minute hydration break, of course, during the World Tournament. It's going to be an effort by Mutasami. It's actually blocked off by his fellow player Makeu. And then João Cancelo is just brought down on the edge of the box. Free kick to be given by the official Al Jassim. So ball out on the left side with Nuno Mendes. We are into 4 additional minutes. Here is Thomas Arejo. Just going to switch all the way out to the left side. Will be headed by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Makeu well tackled by Nuno Mendes. Last touch comes off Mendes. It will be a throw for Congo, as known as DRC. Transformation under Sebastian de Sabra can perhaps be summed up by one sentence. The coach said to Leopard's Foot in an interview that discipline must begin on the pitch. And the Frenchman has imposed structure on a national team long associated with chaos and inconsistency. More than a traditional coach, de Sabra operates almost like a manager in the English sense of the term, obsessing over details ranging from defensive positioning to the Federation's communication strategy. So far it has worked. He initially favoured a 4-2-3-1 formation after taking charge in 2022. De Sabra has gradually evolved his tactical approach. They now most commonly play a 4-1-4 shape, which is pretty compact with a deep holding midfielder. 2 energetic number 8s given freedom to press and carry the ball. Hard working striker, usually Cedric Bakambu, who's asked and tasked with constantly stretching defences with his movement. Well, as we're seeing today, the Leopards are also comfortable switching to a back 3, used notably during qualifying against Togo and South Sudan. So this is an opportunity with 90 seconds remaining of the half for Congo to come forward. It's Arthur Masuaku on the left side. Pulls it back there to Mutasami. From the angle that I was given, it didn't look far off at all. I'm not sure that Mutasami ever got a true connection on the strike, but it wasn't far off at all, and those Congolese supporters are certainly enjoying themselves in the stands. It was good play by Masuaku, and I tell you what, I didn't notice that. It's taken a big deflection off Vitinha, and it's going to be a corner with 1 minute remaining. Can there be a final opportunity of the half for Congo? Minute to go here. Right arm up in the air of Masuaku. Left-footed cross, headed at the near post by Vitinha. It's going to be kept alive by the captain, Chancel Mbemba. Mbemba will fire it in now, and it's taken a nick off the Manchester United midfielder, Bruno Fernandes, and it will be a corner. The Lille defender has just remained down on the ground. There's a little bit of concern here for Chancel Mbemba. Just took a little touch off Bruno Fernandes. One of Congo's most experienced internationals. Played in Portugal, England and France, known for his leadership and versatility. As Sebastian Desabre, the Frenchman, watches on. This certainly will be the last opportunity of the half as we tick into the 50th minute of the game now. We can hear and see the Congolese supporters dancing in the stands. It's a good opportunity this for the Leopards. It's the Sunderland fullback, Arthur Masuaku, who's getting ready to deliver in. The referee just reminding the players of their duties not to foul here. Goes short, in fact. It's with Makeu. Just give it into Masuaku. Left-footed cross. There is Johan Visser! And Congo have found the equaliser in the game. And it's Newcastle United's Johan Visser with the important goal of the game. And right on the half-time whistle, it's Johan Visser who heads past Diogo Costa. And you've got to say, it's a deserved equaliser. As the Congolese supporters go absolutely mental. But Portugal have not been good enough in this first half. They haven't played at a high enough intensity. And they've completely switched off there. And we've said it all along coming into the tournament that Portugal will struggle at defending crosses into their own box. And that is exactly what they have struggled to deal with there. Johan Visser has found himself free, peeling off Bruno Fernandes. Costa unable to repel the effort. And at half-time of this game here in Houston, it's Portugal 1, the Democratic Republic of Congo 1. You can join us again in quarter of an hour.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Houston as we come into the second period with Portugal level with Congo. It was Portugal who took an early lead, 6 minutes on the clock, flicked on header by João Neves. Before Johan Visser headed home in the 50th minute, 5th minute of additional time to give Congo an equaliser. And Portugal were poor in that first half, if we're being honest. They had 81% of the ball, but just not enough attacking endeavour about them. They looked after the ball, but they weren't looking to get the ball into Cristiano Ronaldo or Pedro Neto, and Congo were more than deserving of being level at the break. But we come into the second period, 1-1. There has been one change at half-time as Real Madrid's Bernardo Silva has made his way off the pitch, and coming off for him is Francisco Conceição. Conceição, who has missed out on Champions League football for next season. Plays his club football out in Italy with Juventus. But after a 2-1 defeat against Fiorentina on the penultimate match day of the Serie A season, Juventus had to settle for Europa League football. So, Francisco Conceição on, which means they are bringing on a more natural out-and-out winger, are Portugal, as ball's clipped up towards Conceição, but that'll be headed away by Arthur Masuaku. He gives it to Edo Kayembe. It's a tricky winger, is Conceição. Very fast, left Porto after falling out between his father, Sergio, who was the coach, and the club president, Andre Villas-Boas, in 2024. He wears the number 7 shirt that once upon a time belonged to Cristiano Ronaldo. Francisco says his father was the best coach he's ever had. Sergio did admit that he had to use stick as well as carrot to get the best out of his son. Sergio Conceição said in an interview that he gave him his debut during lockdown, but that he felt he was a bit chubby. So he said, if you are hungry, you need to drink water. And he said to make sacrifices and to go far, have to have a certain type of mentality. As Renato Vega's on the ball, he just sends it out to the left side. Comes into Pedro Neto. Neto with a step over or two. It's now going to be a left-footed cross in all the way towards the far post, of which Francisco Conceição is there. He felt that he was dragged down to the ground. He's complaining. Edo Kayembe is just speaking to the referee right now, and looks like the referee isn't really interested in the complaints of Conceição. No, not much in it. Masuaku maybe had a little hand on him, but can't be given a foul there. We'll go out onto that far side now. We're out on the right side. As we've got the ball, it will be launched up. Now to Masuaku, just goes back to Steve Capaldi. Capaldi plays in the Polish top flight. Playing for Widzew Łódź, formerly of Legia of Warsaw. Tall, physically imposing defender. He's very strong aerial presence on set pieces. Here's Congo on the ball. It's Edo Kayembe. Kayembe out to the left side. It's on the left flank. Goes into Makeu. Makeu will drift inside. It's back into Kayembe. Can move into Makeu. All the way out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. No, Angel Makeu. There's Cedric Bakambu with the effort. Well saved by the goalkeeper in all yellow. Diogo Costa just able to push it away. Very good goalkeeper pushing it out to his left side. Just came forward towards Cedric Bakambu. He got it out of his feet. It was on a real tough angle, but Costa still had to make the save and did well. It's launched up. There on the left flank is Arthur Masuaku. Conceição wins the ball back, and then it took a touch of Masuaku and goes out for a throw. Comes out to the left flank with Renato Veiga. Veiga gets the ball out of his feet. Left-footed touch taken by him. Sends it into an area for Pedro Neto to chase, but his touch just sees it go out of play, and Congo will be happy taking a goal kick and taking the time on it, of course. Certainly no rush at all. His end product should be much better though, Pedro Neto, you feel. Certainly a player of his ability. I feel that he's got a lot more to come. Too long for the goal kick from Lionel Mpassi, so the new rule suggests that should be a corner, so it will be. It's going to be a corner. And it's going to be a fantastic opportunity now for them to deliver in, and Lionel Mpassi will be absolutely fuming if this ends up in the back of the net. Francisco Conceição on that far side. They've conceded from a corner. Can they now score from one? And it's going to pull it short. Visser gets there ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, and then it's going to be cleared away. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper in all yellow. Costa into Nuno Mendes. Mendes will come forward inside to Renato Veiga. There is Vitinha. Vitinha on the right flank. All the way out to Francisco Conceição. Conceição will drift inside. It will now be across towards the far post. That'll be headed away by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now it's Vitinha. Vitinha into Ronaldo. Ronaldo into Nuno Mendes, who fires it across. That's brilliant defending by the central defender down there, Axel Tuanzebe. And a long ball goes up towards Cedric Bakambu, but Renato Veiga can just go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. That's Bruno Fernandes. Launches it over the top towards Mendes, but the goalkeeper will just see it run out. Really good play there by Nuno Mendes. Linked up well with Ronaldo. Fired it across towards João Neves, but Axel Tuanzebe did very, very well. So the goalkeeper is going to launch it up. It's going to go all the way up, out to the right side now. There is Cancelo. Back towards Thomas Orejo. Orejo across to Renato Veiga. Towards Francisco Conceição. Towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Plays it across to Vitinha. Vitinha out on the right flank with João Cancelo. Cancelo drifts inside, goes out to the left flank with Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes into João Neves. Oh, it's an unbelievable goal. An overhead kick by João Cancelo, but he's denied by the official's flag on the far side. It's Taleb Salem Al Mari's flag that goes up instantly. João Cancelo thought that he'd put Portugal back in front with an overhead kick. Bruno Fernandes drifted it forward, and it was just chested by João Neves into the Barcelona fullback Cancelo, who finished it with so much arrogance with an overhead kick, but it was offside, and it has been confirmed because Congo come forward now. Cedric Bakambu with the cross in, blocked off by Renato Vega, and it will now be a corner for Congo on this occasion. It's a really good cross in by Bruno Fernandes, and it was well chested. It was clever play by João Neves, and then a superb overhead kick by Cancelo as Arthur Masuaku makes his way over to take the corner here. They've already scored from one corner. Can they threaten again? In it goes, headed by Renato Vega. João Neves will head it on. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Headed forward, touched down by Neves. Neves will boot it away, can only boot it to where Aaron Wan-Bissaka is though. All the way out on the right side. Miguel Makeu plays it back. Oh, it's well done by Cedric Bakambu. He gets his effort away. The referee has spotted a foul down there. Cedric Bakambu just fouling his man according to the referee, but Portugal should be worried. They're struggling to deal with Congo, and that was an excellent opportunity. I'm not sure that's really a foul on Bruno Fernandes, but the referee felt that it was. I'm not sure there's much in it. We're going to get some changes. It's Congo that will make the second change of the game. And Gael Makeu of Lille, midfielder known for his energy and pressing. He makes his way off here. And coming on for him is a player that you certainly will have heard of, Noah Siddiqui, who's been outstanding for Sunderland this season, the 21-year-old. And by choosing Congo before the age of 20, Siddiqui sent a strong message to a generation of dual nationals still hesitating. Had he opted differently, the midfielder who grew up in Belgium would likely have been part of the World Cup with the Red Devils anyway. His early commitment to Congo has made him a fan favourite. Nicknamed the National Cadet by supporters. He's already seen as future captain, admired for his maturity and leadership despite his young age. He's a versatile midfielder. Siddiqui operates as a dynamic box-to-box presence for club and country. After a promising breakthrough season in the Premier League with Sunderland, certainly gives him the perfect stage to further elevate his profile. So Nuno Mendes has stayed down on the ground, holding his foot. He felt like he was stood on. He was, but it surely can't have hurt that much. Just down on the ground. Portugal need to get on with things. They can't draw this game. So it's going to be a throw to be taken by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And we'll give it to Noah Siddiqui, and he will return the ball by booting up towards Diogo Costa. Costa just gives it to João Neves. João Neves out to Thomas Araujo. Araujo on the right side to João Cancelo. It'll be clipped over the top towards Francisco Conceição, who tries to take it past, he's unable to, and he'll just be blocked off there, and it's now going to be a corner. And now we're into the game. Both defenders, Thomas Araujo and Renato Vega, have now made their way forward here. The waiting for this delivery to come in. Out on the far side, Nuno Mendes' left arm up in the air. Away towards the near post, headed away by Johan Visser. It's now just going to be clipped up, and off of Masawaku will see it run out for a goal kick. It's a really poor ball in actually by Mendes. Seemed a little bit lazy the way that he crossed it into the box, if I'm being honest. Ball out to the left side now with Arthur Masawaku. Masawaku all the way up towards Cedric Bakambu. Run all the way through to the goalkeeper Diogo Costa. Costa into Renato Veiga. The most comfortable passes back into him. And they are on the right side now. Goes back inside. Portugal with just one effort on target so far. That'll be a major concern to Roberto Martinez as Neto gives it to Nuno Mendes. Really well disciplined at the moment. Congo off the ball. They're impressive, aren't they? As Congo lose it, and now there's an opportunity. Johan Visser will come forward. Now Siddiqui. On the left side, João Cancelo is across and he deals well with it. Just blocks him off from going forward. Which is going to be a throw. Level with the 18-yard box. It's going to be knocked forward and headed wide of the goal. It just bounced up and Steve Capaldi was the man that eventually got the head on it. And has ended up just going wide of it. So, all the way inside. Back out to the right flank with João Cancelo. Cancelo bounces it back to Renato Veiga. Veiga will just launch it up. Conceição will try and get there. Lionel Mpassi out of his goal and he will collect. It's on the right flank now with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And Edo Kayembe just caught. Foul given. 64 minutes on the clock here. Ball comes all the way back to Lionel Mpassi. Mpassi will just play a 1-2. And then he will just launch it out to the left side. It's going to run all the way out for a throw. So come to Thomas Araujo. Araujo into João Neves. Which was still lacking a little bit of intensity. Up to the right flank. Bruno Fernandes into Araujo. What about the early cross in? Goes back into Araujo. There is Bruno Fernandes. João Neves, quick 1-2. Out on the right side. So a good ball forward, and it's well defended by Steve Capaldi. Just gets across. He's very patient, but they need more risk at the moment. And it's going to be a cross in, headed by the defender down there. Goes back into Renato Veiga. Veiga into João Neves. Out to the right side with João Cancelo. out again. There is Francisco Conceição. Conceição will cross it in, headed away by Mbemba. Now, once again with Neto. It certainly hasn't been an entertaining game, this one. Despite the 2 goals, it's probably one of the more duller games of the tournament, as Portugal have almost just been too patient on it. They do win a free kick, but they take it quickly. Delivery goes in, crossed in, and the goalkeeper comes and gets it. He catches it well. He will launch it up. It's a long ball up by Mpassi. Bakambu chased it, but good positioning by the goalkeeper, Costa. So it's held on the right side with Conceição. Conceição to Vitinha. He's bundled over. It's Francisco Conceição. The referee will play an advantage. Goes back into Nuno Mendes. Out on the left flank. There is Bruno Fernandes across to Pedro Neto. Neto will drive inside. Chancellor Mbemba will block him off. And here it is. And now it's Edo Kayembe who will come away with the ball down the right flank, bringing it forward for Congo. Ends up bringing down Nuno Mendes, and the referee will quickly make his way over just to calm the players down. You can see the Portuguese frustration as they feel like the Congolese players are just jumping in a little bit late. It was Pedro Neto on that occasion. He was caught by Edo Kayembe. Just kicked the back of his leg. See why they're complaining, but wasn't that much in it. Not sure why the referee needed to run over so much verve. Just speaking to Johan Visser. Wonder if we'll go into our hydration break. I think we'll see this free kick be taken first of all. He's back into Renato Veiga now. Across into Araujo. Araujo will carry it forward. Out on the right flank now. There it is, Conceição into Neto. Here is Araujo again. Very patient on it at the moment. It's floated forward. Now it's Neto. Pulls it back for Cristiano Ronaldo, but the ball into him was behind him, and he never really had any conviction in his effort. He sends it wide of the goal as we remain level here in Houston. Ball was played into Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball was just played in behind him though, and he just swiped at it. He's ended up sending it wide off the goal. He could almost hear the collective groan. So it remains 1-1 in this game as we do head into the hydration break now. Opportunity for all of the players to take some refreshments on board. Roberto Martinez speaking to the substitutes. It's a good opportunity for the manager to make some tactical changes if he feels he needs to do so. Congolese supporters enjoying themselves in the stands whilst the Congolese players take their refreshments, and they certainly look like they need it. They've done really well so far. And they're going against the script at the moment, are Congo. Playing very well against the Portugal side. Portugal, who have only had 3 shots in the entire game. I mean, I'm in absolute disbelief at that stat. That is a real poor showing from Portugal, who have every right to be thoroughly disappointed with the way that their side have played. I mean, how can you have 78% of the ball in 70 minutes of action and only have 3 shots? Congo, on the other hand, have had 7 shots in the game, but Roberto Martinez is seeing this as an opportunity to maybe change something about his team here. The tactics board is out down there. Roberto Martinez, very animated. He will realise that his side have to change if they want to be better. Absolutely have to change. He's asking for more from his team. Sebastian de Sabra will be really proud of his side. He's speaking at the moment. And a lot of people just enjoying themselves in the stands, it's safe to say. There's going to be some changes, and these changes have been in the offing for quite a while, you'd have thought. So we are going to see the winger, Pedro Neto, make his way off. So it's a double change from Roberto Martinez. Neto has had a few good opportunities. It was a really good cross into the box. We're also going to see Nuno Mendes make his way off, so a complete change to the left side of Portugal's team. A bit of a shock, a surprise, shall I say, of Nuno Mendes being substituted off, one of the fastest fullbacks in world football, and he's been a threat for Portugal today. So coming on for them, we'll see the Fenerbahce fullback Nelson Semedo, who's 32 years old. We'll see Nelson Semedo play at right fullback now, and João Cancelo will move over to the left-hand side. Semedo, who left Wolves after 5 years in 2025 and had an approach to join Benfica, but felt it was too early to return home. So instead he chose to move to Turkey with Fenerbahce, with one of the main reasons behind that decision being the Turkish club were coached by a certain Jose Mourinho. A month later, Mourinho was sacked and joined Benfica. A 32-year-old has Cape Verdean ancestry and was delighted when the country qualified for this tournament. So Nelson Semedo is on, and we've also seen coming on for Pedro Neto, the AC Milan winger, the 27-year-old Rafael Leao. A highly dangerous winger is Rafael Leao. They say that Zlatan Ibrahimovic created the Portuguese, flourished under the Swedes' leadership and protection at Milan, especially the season that they won the Scudetto. Sadly, the Swedes' retirement the following year did not lead to Leao becoming the team's biggest star. He's frustratingly inconsistent, but this is an opportunity for Portugal. Gets cut back for Cristiano Ronaldo. He sends it wide of the goal. It's just their 4th shot in the game here in the 74th minute. But Cristiano Ronaldo, as the ball was pulled back to him, sends it wide of the goal. Move the ball much quicker, and it was really good link up by Francisco Conceição to find Ronaldo. Much more incisive. Conceição's made a difference since coming, and it's going to be the 28-year-old Edo Kayembe make his way off. No relation to the substitute Yoris Kayembe, who was actually born in the Kasai region of Congo, where the surname is common. We'll see that because coming on for him is the namesake Yoris Kayembe, who plays his club football out in Belgium. A very attack-minded left-back. Kayembe, who plays with flair, risk and a clear taste. His adventurous style can sometimes leave space behind him, but Congolese fans appreciate the excitement that he brings. Rated as Arthur Masuaku's understudy, and I say he came on for Edo Kayembe, he's actually come on for Sunderland fullback Arthur Masuaku. Also play for Lens. So now it's Bruno Fernandes inside the box, but Samuel Mutasami is there, and Congo are able to defend it. Visser tries to thread it through. It's well dealt well with by Renato Vega. Of an hour of this game, it's Francisco Conceição on that right side. Conceição drives inside, tries to Conceição on the ball, knock it through towards Johan Visser. Will try to keep it alive. Now it's Vitinha, 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes, but dealt well with Congo is Charles Pickle, who plays his club football in Spain with highly structured environment. He's originally shocked by for a while. It genuinely made the 29-year-old reconsider his international future, but 2 years as an energetic box-to-box midfielder with relentless stamina. Pickle lives with off the pitch. He's calm, friendly, and constantly smiling. On it, he transforms into an aggressive. Here is Noah Siddiqui going forward for Congo. Left side of the box. Will pull it back for Cedric Bakambu. But that was not far off at all by the Real Betis forward. Ended up sending it over the bar. Pulled back to him. What an opportunity. Ends up sending it over the bar. 78 minutes on the clock here. Congo, in my opinion, have been the better of the two. Now, I can confirm that England have confirmed their lineup for their opening game. Ball's brought down on the right side by Francisco Conceição. Gets his shot off, blocked off by Yoris Kaye. Challenge from Renato Vega. Congo just going to close it down. So let's bring you up to date with the England team news. Jordan Pickford defence. Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice are playing in deep midfield, whilst Noni Madueke and the captain Harry Kane. So shock to see Mark Gay, Bukayo Saka maybe both feeling a little bit of a niggle for Croatia. It's Dominik Livakovic in goal. Stanisic and Ivan Perisic out wide as the wing-backs. Petar Sukic and Luka Modric in the Dallas's Petar Musa. So you can look forward to that game at 9 o'clock, which we will be bringing as it is Noah Siddiqui who crosses it in, but he's only able to send it into the hands of Dion, who will come forward. He is caught by Kappa. He does go up. And indicates that he went a little bit too so went too early. Final 10 minutes now. Roberto Martinez. It's a good chance beforehand for Cedric. Going to be launched up, headed by Thomas Orejo. Touchdown. Now Gonzalo Ramos back to the goalkeeper. To the goalkeeper, Lionel Mbappe. Passy will just launch it out. Leao on the ball. Play it inside, crossed in. Comes out to João Neves. He goes at Bakambu, who's onside, of course. You can't be offside from a throw. Visser to Noah Siddiqui. Ball goes up. Right. Now it's with Francisco Conceição. Now it's Kayembe. Out to the right flank. Now it's Kayembe, the fullback. This is strong. There's Kayembe, did really well. We'll see a PSG player make his way off, and coming on for him is see some Portugal fans who are yawning in the stands at the moment. Pretty bored by what they're seeing. For Portugal, world-class midfielder, 26-year-old. He was unbelievable. Of course, the European Super Cup and French Super Cup with PSG. Gonzalo Ramos, his teammate at Paris Saint-Germain, the 24-year-old, a striker who spent almost always starts on the bench for club and country. Champions League, and in between became a father for the first time. So we are going to see some changes. He will make his way off. He's battled hard as the front man has. The 35-year-old. He's a player that loves playing for Congo. Coming on is Gideon Kalulu, who plays his club football out. Established himself as Congo's most reliable right back, but Kalulu has since stepped aside without complaint. Of Lyon's academy, comes from a football mad family, and he is the younger brother of Aldo FC, 4 professional footballers from the same household. Who plays out to Al Jazeera. Scored 23 goals in. Played in Portugal with Famalicão, played against many of these players. He's now in the United Arab Emirates. For Al Jazeera, quickly turning chances into goals, where the club level has Banza. Despite regular call-ups, he has scored only twice. The famous smile of the Joker. So Portugal starting to look really switch off now for what would be a famous point against one of the bookmakers' favourites. The ball out to the right side. Vega out to the left flank. Cancelo fires the ball in, but well held by Lionel Vizzi. So Vissa coming forward. And he's brought down, and that's going to be a yellow. Goes into the referee's notepad. Bundling over Johan Vissa as they're on the break. He's fired the ball in, but the Le Havre goalkeeper, Lionel Mpassi, did well to get down to it. There is comes all the way back to Axel Tuanzebe. Plays it into Charles Pickle. Now Vissa, Banza. Banza a little loose in it. Gives it away. Towards Yoris Kayembe, and they can start their own attack. They're being braver, Congo. They're not just sitting in. Now it's going to be launched up. It's out on the right side. Neves. It's Cancelo. Cross goes in. Headed away by Tuanzebe. Passy, who was certainly worried there. there as the ball came in. Of ever goal for the Portuguese national side, but he's ended up sending it wide of the goal as we're into back to the goalkeeper Diogo Costa. He will launch it up, headed by the fullback. 8-2 on target, despite having just 24% of the ball. But it's Francisco Conceição who will come forward. He's been excellent today since coming on. Back to João Cancelo. Cancelo now, he'll tackle by a throw, and Portugal player just took it away from him. I'm not sure why Portugal were. Arejo, and that is as cynical as it comes, because Johan Visser was in there, and Visser could have got a winner for Koham. Ibrahim Al-Jassim points to his pocket. Tell you what, it's the right arm that comes across Visser on the throat. There on the end of his touch, but the Benfica central defender Thomas Arejo goes in. They've been so good today, Congo. I've been so impressed by them. Siddiqui back to Mbemba. Pass into Kalulu. A throw. Portugal goal kick. Nelson Semedo out on their right side. Cancelo across. Comes in. To Bruno Fernandes. Go. It's on the right flank. And takes a touch. This could be the last chance of the game now. It's going to be a cross to come in. Right arm up in the air. Towards the penalty spot. The goalkeeper comes in. Will launch it up. It's an awful kick forward, in fact. Just puts more pressure on Congo. That will allow Johan Visser to come forward. Visser takes a heavy touch. Can he get past the puck by Conceição? And Johan Visser will knock it off him. It's going to be a throw. And now him and Conceição are having a little bit of a argument down there, going head to head. Nelson Semedo will end it there. It's a famous point for the Democratic Republic of Congo. directions. And after they took an early lead, courtesy and Congo, you can't even say they've hung on for a point. They arguably were the better team. Republic of Congo, 1.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. More in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you.